Ever feel like you're on a roller coaster that just won't quit?
Yeah.
Well, Bitcoin investors know that feeling.
Oh, yeah.
And today, we're strapping in for a deep dive into the charts to see if this wild ride is finally coming to an end, or if we're in for another loop-de-loop.
Sounds good.
We're looking at Bitcoin, and of course, its close cousin Ethereum. And to help us decode all of this, we have with us, well, you know who you are, you're the expert.
It's great to be here. Always happy to talk crypto.
So let's jump right into it. The big question on everyone's mind, has Bitcoin actually bottomed?
Right. Everyone wants to know. And there's been a lot of buzz lately, especially with Bitcoin's recent climb.
Right, because for a while there, it seemed like Bitcoin was in a free fall.
August was rough.
It really was.
Mhm.
So what are we seeing now that has people thinking the worst is over?
Well, there are a few key indicators we look at, like the 21-week moving average. Think of it as a kind of a tripwire for traders.
Yeah,
Bitcoin just crossed back above that line.
it's good. Right.
Potentially.
Okay.
It suggests the selling pressure might be easing up, but we're not out of the woods just yet. Remember, it's a roller coaster.
Right. It could be just a temporary pause at the top of the loop before.
Exactly. We need more than just one signal to confirm a true trend reversal.
All right. So crossing the 21-week moving average check, what else are we looking at?
Well, remember that massive dip back in August when Bitcoin plunged below $50,000?
How could anyone forget?
Right. Everyone panicked. It felt like the bottom fell out. But, and this might seem counterintuitive, that kind of dramatic sell-off can actually be a good thing. Yeah. It's called capitulation. Basically, all the nervous riders hop off the roller coaster in a panic. It's a sign of, well, let's just say, market cleansing.
So the weekends are gone.
Exactly. And that can clear the way for a stronger, more sustainable rebound.
Interesting. So the August dip might actually have been a good thing. Who knew? But even if the weak hands have jumped off, we still need to see some real strength from Bitcoin, right? What's going to convince those hardcore riders to stay on board?
Right. We need to see some fireworks.
Mm.
For Bitcoin to really break free, we need to see it rocket past a resistance level between $65,000 and $67,000.
That's a big jump. What happens if we hit that?
That's our breakout moment. That's the roller coaster picking up speed and heading straight for the moon.
Okay, so picture this. Bitcoin blasts past 67K. Everyone's excited. But what about Ethereum? Is it just tagging along, or does it have its own moves?
Great question. So Ethereum often mirrors Bitcoin's movements.
Like a shadow.
Exactly. So if Ethereum also manages to break through its own 21-week moving average, consider that a massive double confirmation. Two roller coasters side by side, both headed up.
Double the thrill, double the potential, right? This is getting exciting.
It is. But remember, every roller coaster has its ups and downs, and we have to be prepared for anything.
Uh-oh, here comes the drop. What are we watching out for?
So there's this critical support level for Bitcoin at $52,500.
Okay.
If we crash through that floor, well, it could get bumpy.
Like how bumpy are we talking?
We could see another dip, potentially even revisiting that $49,000 level or lower.
Okay. That roller coaster analogy is starting to feel a little too real. So for our listeners who might not be expert chart watchers, what's the key takeaway here? Why should they care about all these numbers and levels?
Because knowledge is power. Understanding these indicators, even just the basics, helps you make sense of the crazy crypto market.
Right. You're not just blindly riding the roller coaster anymore.
Exactly. You can start to anticipate the twists and turns.
So you can make smarter decisions.
Exactly. Whether you're buying, selling, or just holding on tight.
And speaking of holding on tight, one last thought before we wrap up.
Right.
We've been focusing on these technical indicators, the charts, the levels, all that fun stuff. But Bitcoin, Ethereum, all of crypto, really, it's bigger than that, right?
100%.
There are these external factors that can impact the market in a huge way.
Absolutely. Things like government regulation,
Right.
adoption by big institutions.
That's a big one.
Even environmental concerns. It all plays a role.
It's like the roller coaster's on a track, but that track runs through a jungle, and who knows what's lurking out there.
That's a great way to put it.
So yeah, as always, stay informed, keep your eyes peeled, and buckle up. The crypto roller coaster is far from over.
I'll drink to that.